I want Nigerians to know that Wike was my biggest supporter when I ran for governorship in 2019. Wike was my biggest supporter financially and even otherwise. Apart from funding me to the tune of hundreds of dollars. He can only be older than me. I'm not proud of him as a governor. A governor who wears blue on yellow, yellow on green, at times with purple, who does not have a dress sense. And I've got something upstairs. So I'm just warning him, make it stay for in lane. If you do gra, don't they talk to people, then they do. If you do gra, come my own side. Me, I go grind them. I go do skit for them. I go sing for them. I go release album for them. On daily basis, I will finish him. So make it just stay where God put them. Kogi no be rivers.
Good day and welcome to Nation's Voice Tower. My name is Nyesom Wike and I am your anchor. I am here with a lot of political issues that have been bothering the political scene. They have been giving headache to the polity over time, and this is going to get you so shocking. Yes, on the Dino Melaye and Governor Wike saga, I have a comprehensive sort of explanation and analysis for you to understand why Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State and Dino Melaye, his friend, or let's say his former friend, are now at loggerheads. All right, these people are still from the same party, talking about the People's Democratic Party, and for them to come up and have issues at this time around when there is supposed to be unison in the PDP, that really means that there are issues somewhere in the internal structure of the party. First of all, I'll allow you to watch this first-hand information straight from the government house. This particular video has Governor Nyesom Wike grant an interview to the AIT on reasons why he felt Ayu should have long ago been suspended, although he has now been suspended by an honorable court in Abuja. But Nyesom Wike couldn't hold his peace back, and he said, and he gave reasons why Ayu was suspended. Then he categorically stated how incompetent he feels Dino Melaye would be because of the to-be conducted elections of Kogi State. Of course, if you will know and you have been following the trend of events, you will know that Dino Melaye is the gubernatorial aspirant for the People's Democratic Party, running for the governorship of the Kogi State government. All right, that is to say that if these two friends can now be at loggerheads as regards to electoral processes and political issues, that means there is a problem somewhere. I'm going to allow you to watch Nyesom Wike in the government house. He said a lot of things, and he directed straight backlashes at Dino Melaye, his formal friend. Yes, we'll call him formal because right now with these political issues and the fact that they are at loggerheads right now, we can't call them friends anymore. All right, and I'll tell you why they're no longer friends. I'll tell you how they became friends, how Governor Nyesom Wike came through for Dino Melaye during the 2019 gubernatorial elections of Kogi State, and why they are now at loggerheads. Watch Nyesom Wike say a lot of things. He made shocking revelations. You will be shocked. I know you will love this video. Don't forget to watch till the end. Watch Nyesom Wike.
That will make sure that equity fairness has prevailed. I just have accepted that there should be equity, fairness, and justice. That is why the president went to the south. And that what was also gained, that we have exposed Ayu that he has nothing to offer the party. Which from the result that showed that he has nothing to offer the party. And the constitution of the party allows if a chairman leaves, the deputy chairman from that zone will be the acting chairman. You see, for me, it's not about only Ayu. It's about what you have to offer. Take, for example, now, Damagun has called me over and I said, listen, I hear you are the acting chairman now, as provided by the constitution. You have to show difference. You have opportunity. There will be primaries. Elections will come, like what they are going for now in Kogi State. And of course, you have seen what is going on. How lists have been, changed to favor a particular candidate. Yeah, the delegates list to favor a particular candidate whom, as far as I'm concerned, is dead on arrival. There's no way if what they are planning happens in Kogi State, where they are toying, they are giving opportunity to Dino Melaye. And this is what I tell people. You started to fail first. When you give Dino that ticket, you know he won't win in Kogi State. And then tomorrow, why would Kogi people say they will vote for a candidate like Dino?
It's from Kogi
Are we
West.
joking?
He's an indigenous of the state.
Oh, please.
And it's from Kogi West.
With due respect to all of us. I mean, the mere fact that you are from Kogi, therefore any Kogi person. No, that's not the truth. This is what we do. What they are going for, you are talking about governance of a state. And we are not talking about drama. You know what we are talking about? We're talking about governance of a state. For Christ's sake, PDP presents such a candidate, and you mean that Kogi people want development? You see, let us stop this idea that it's from Kogi. It's okay. Take, for example, anybody from Lagos State, because election, then Lagos people will just go and vote for him because you're from Lagos. I mean, that can be serious.
Are you saying Dino doesn't have?
Dino does not have what it takes. For Christ's sake. For crying out loud. What is he going to do? He knows me very well. He knows.
What disqualifies him?
He does not have what it takes to be a governor at all. It's not by coming to add drama on television. No, it's not that. It's not by coming to arrest to abuse Wike. It's not that. It's not that. Look, ask Dino when he's saying we're running for governorship. Saraki brought him to me. Ask him. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows. How can you tell me such persons will be governor?
Tell us what happened.
I've just ended that. I've said he's watching. He knows.
Okay, you heard Nyesom Wike there. Thus, from what he said there, you will know that Iochia Ayu, the erstwhile national chairman of the PDP, was suspended not just because Nyesom Wike and his fellow G5 governors wanted a sort of zoning of the national chairmanship of the party, but according to Nyesom Wike there, he said he wanted a sort of equity, fairness, and justice in the party to prevail, not just in the party, but for them to start at a stepping stone to kind of show an example to people who really want to vote PDP at the polls at the just concluded presidential election. So he felt starting from the party was the best thing to happen to the party. But it's so unfortunate that that decision was taken after the presidential elections and after his own principal or his presidential candidate from his party lost the elections. Thus, from what he said Ayu had nothing to offer to the PDP, hence his suspension. Let me go forward to what is happening between Nyesom Wike and Dino Melaye. First of all, Nyesom Wike was once very close to Dino Melaye. That is to say that they were cool friends. And if you would really follow the trend of events, you would know that during the 2019 elections, Nyesom Wike outrightly sponsored Dino Melaye, and he gave actually his all in what he called a kind of supportive sort of a friendship to his friend and colleague, despite being from the same political party, talking about the People's Democratic Party. Wike, however, feels that Dino Melaye is kind of incompetent to handle issues in the government house of Kogi State. That is what he was trying to say in that video there. But in no case, if you would follow the trend of events, you would know that there was a just concluded primary talking about the gubernatorial elections of Kogi State, and in its build-up, you would follow the news and know that there were purportedly or alleged sort of backstage plays from delegates of the PDP, and after all was said and being done, Dino Melaye was presented to the people as the flag bearer for the People's Democratic Party running for the gubernatorial elections of Kogi State. All right, so this particular video didn't stop there. Dino Melaye couldn't stop there. If you know Dino Melaye well, Senator Dino is a drama king of Nigerian politics, as I call him. And he doesn't leave matters to chance. He doesn't leave anything to chance. He goes straight to it, answers it immediately. At times, he even starts the controversy, all right? So Dino Melaye, hearing this, didn't leave anything to chance. He quickly responded to Governor Nyesom Wike, and This particular video from Dino Melaye is the most shocking video I bet you must have watched throughout 2023. I know you would not or you can't wait to watch what Dino Melaye said to Nyesom Wike, and I'm going to bring it straight forward to you. But before I bring that video to your notice or to your view, I'm going to let you know that Dino Melaye, he was once very, very close to Nyesom Wike. And what made them close, you're going to listen and watch it from what Dino Melaye is going to say. And what really made them get very closer, you will know it from what Dino Melaye will say. And how Governor Nyesom Wike sponsored few or other senatorial aspirants from different states and from different parties, and how Governor Nyesom Wike sponsored some governorship and candidates from different states and from different parties, is what you're going to know from what Senator Dino said in his own video. That is to say that outrightly, Governor Nyesom Wike took part immensely in anti-party activities, aside the fact that it was glaring from a video where Governor El Rufai of Kaduna State congratulated him for publicly supporting the All Progressive Congress during the just concluded presidential elections. We will now see from Dino Melaye's video that Nyesom Wike outrightly involved himself in more anti-party activities than we thought, all right? Let me not let the cat out of the bag. Let me allow you to watch Senator Dino make his own comments. He's a drama king, and I bet you what, he made the standards. Watch him.
It's a continuation of his periodic comedy, where even from the reactions of the journalists, laughing intermittently shows that they were actually enjoying a comedy show. For me, it was a comedy show because he was talking about the delegates in Kogi State. I did not tamper with delegates because I'm not one of those who went to the field to supervise or conduct the congresses. And Kogi State is not River State, where Wike was changing results at will, where he was using violence to intimidate opposition. He has gone to court to make sure that there's no opposition to his candidates that he has fielded. There has been an employment of violence to stop even opposition parties from filing their cases in court. Kogi is not River State, and nobody in Kogi will be that wicked or nefarious to behave. So maybe you think what he's doing in Rivers is what is happening in Kogi. No, the party went out, sent credible people to go and conduct the delegate election, and they reported back what happened on the field. And that is what we have. The PDP is a formidable party. The leadership of the party, we have confidence in them. And Wike is only trying to demarcate our party. And coming back to his vituperations and unnecessary commentaries on my person, I want Nigerians to know that Wike was my biggest supporter when I ran for governorship in 2019. Wike was my biggest supporter financially and even otherwise. Apart from funding me to the tune of $100 in the last governorship election in 2019, he provided his private jet to drop me in Kogi on the day of the primary. You know, his jet dropped me at Obajana airstrip, understand, from Port Harcourt on the day of the primary. That's to show the level, magnitude, and intensity of his support and belief in me in 2019. So the man who saw competence, who saw capacity, and even invested his money in that project, today, in 2023, is saying that I am not qualified. The only explanation to that is psychotic disorderliness. The only explanation to that is mental fatigue. The only explanation to that is that he's having some problem upstairs, because you cannot fund a project few years ago to the extent that your money, your material resources, everything, it was calling me on the day of the primary, what is happening? Have we made it? Have we not made it? So the same champion you saw some few years ago, today, because I am not a bootlicker, because I have refused to work in alliance with your myopic agenda, because I have refused to corroborate your intellectual stagnancy, You now say that the same person you sponsored some years ago today is no longer qualified to be governor. I am more qualified to be governor than Nyesom Wike. To the glory of God, I have 9 university degrees. I have been a member of the House of Representatives. I have been elected twice to the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I have been an aide of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So I don't understand who is more qualified to be governor between me and Nyesom. But that is not even the case. And I need to educate Wike that Kogi is not Rivers State. We will never serve Oluwa Wike, because he believes he's a god. So Rivers people can continue to serve Oluwa Wike, but Kogi people will never serve Oluwa Wike. We will never serve any god. And he has forgotten that God is the supreme controller of the universe. God is the one who gives power. God is the one who ordained kings. God is the one who will make governors, not Nyesom Wike. And moreover, today, ask yourself, what is the value of Wike's support? Wike refused to support our beloved Adeleke in Osun. He refused to support PDP in Osun. Yet, Adeleke emerged as a governor of Osun State. He supported Sandy Ono in Cross River, spent money, bought vehicles, did everything. But Sandy lost in Cross River. He supported also my colleague and my brother and friend, Albert, in Akwa Ibom. Funded Albert. Albert lost to PDP in Akwa Ibom State. He funded his 3 former G5, I think it's G1 now because it's only, he funded Otom, funded the governor of Enugu, funded the governor of Abia. The 3 of them lost just senatorial districts. So you now ask yourself, what is the value of Wike's support to an election when everybody has supported lost? When Odili was governor, when Amechi was governor, Rivers State was churning out 1 million votes. But shamefully, everything Wike brought in the last election for the party he supported in Rivers State was 200 and something thousand votes. That's to tell you the law of diminishing return. That is after rigging, after malicious practices, after introduction of violence, he could only bring 200 and something thousand votes for this preferred party. A man who has done anti-party, a man will be accusing somebody of changing list, a man who is known for breaking the law. He cannot. My only advice for Nyesom Wike, and I'm doing this from a Christian perspective as a child of God, because we need to educate people who are not normal. We need to pray for them, we need to counsel them, we need to advise them. And as a counselor in the celestial realm, my advice for Wike is that when you drink, don't talk. When you talk, don't drink. That will help him a lot to come out of all these malicious practices. And moreover, he said, if Kogi people vote, if I win the ticket of PDP, he will not support PDP. There was no time in history that Wike will support PDP in Kogi State. In 2019, when my sister Natasha was running for the Senate in Kogi Central, he supported Yaya Bello's candidate over Natasha, a member of his own political party, because there's a diabolical relationship between Nyesom Wike and Yaya Bello, to the extent that Yaya Bello, the worst governor in the history of this country, the worst governor in the history of Kogi State, whose performance is F9 parallel, Nyesom Wike gave him an award, celebrated Yaya Bello and gave him an award. So we know they have a diabolical relationship to the extent that Wike is the mentor of Yaya Bello. And he has educated Yaya Bello that, come, I have given my governorship ticket to my accountant general, because that is the only way your crime can be protected. And that is exactly what I heard Yaya Bello too is trying to do now in Kogi State too, to appoint his accountant general as his gubernatorial mandate. But one thing is that God is above man. I believe, as a child of God, I believe in God. I believe in Trinity. I believe in the capacity and enablement of God. And Wike will be alive when I will be governor. I will be in Lugard House by the special grace of God. Wike have only few weeks to live as governor. Maybe he has forgotten that he's going to leave. And the way he's behaving, if he will not start practicing preparations for leaving government house, he will be sleeping in his bed and he will be hearing siren in his brain. because he is not preparing to leave office. And I also will advise him, instead of him to concentrate on how he's going to face life outside government, because already he's on his way to prison. In fact, Wike's prison uniform will have embroidery because of the way he has stolen the resources and patrimony of the Rivers people. And I am sitting down here. Any other interview, if he will not wash his hands out of Kogi State and leave Dino Melaye alone, if somebody like Yaya Bello and Wike can become governor, then you are saying the intellectually mobile fine boy Dino cannot be governor. How? Me and Wike, we are poles apart. Poles apart in everything, every ramification. I'm not his mate. He can only be older than me. I'm not proud of him as a governor. A governor who wears blue on yellow, yellow on green, at times with purple, who does not have a dress sense, who does not know what the time is globally today. I am a town boy. I know what it is. I know what time it is. And I've got something upstairs. So I'm just warning him, make it stay for in lane. If you do gra, don't they talk to people, then they do. If you do gra, come my own side. Me, I go grind them. I go do skit for them. I go sing for them. I go release album for them. On daily basis, I will finish him. So make it just stay where God put them. Kogi no be Rivers.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still Nation's Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. Dino Melaye there couldn't leave everything to chance. As I said, he responded to Wike's allegations, and he actually spoke of how delegates were purportedly tampering with results during the just concluded primaries in Kogi State. And he said he was not part of it, as he was saying in the video there. Of course, that means there was no tampering of results during the primaries of the PDP in Kogi State. All right, his incompetence couldn't be ascribed to himself, because he couldn't really come to terms to why Nyesom Wike would allege that he is incompetent and so on and so forth. So he alleged there how Governor Nyesom Wike used violence to stop the opposition party in Rivers State from going to the INEC office of the state and seeking for justice at the tribunal concerning the gubernatorial elections just concluded in Rivers State. All right. Dino also went forward to say how Nyesom Wike sponsored his political ambition to become governor of Kogi State in 2019 with thousands of dollars. Okay, thousands of dollars. And then he also spoke about how close his friendship with Nyesom Wike was, to the extent that Governor Wike of Rivers State outrightly gave him his own private jet to drop him or to bring him to Kogi State during the elections in 2019. All right, that is what Dino Melaye could say about Wike. Dino didn't just stop there. He termed Wike's allegations to a kind of mental disorderliness and a sort of superiority complex, according to Dino. He alleged that after Wike's support of few candidates, as I told you, he couldn't just keep that to himself. He had to expose Governor Nyesom Wike in all he did and his participations in different anti-party activities in the just concluded general elections that was conducted a few weeks ago. He even termed Governor Nyesom Wike's relationship to the present governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello, as a sort of diabolical. That's according to Dino Melaye. If we can't really say that it is bad for politicians to be friends, especially when you're from different political parties, but for Dino Melaye, who is an ex-friend or an erstwhile friend to Governor Wike, that means he really knows a lot of things about Governor Wike that Nigerians don't know. But that is that about that. Okay, all said and done, that should give you a brief, a kind of broad view on the issues surrounding the kind of rift or the saga between Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State and Senator Dino Melaye of the same People's Democratic Party where Wike belongs to. These people were formerly friends, but right now we don't think they are the best of relationships due to the existing rift between them. That is that from our table. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button, and don't forget to like our videos. Make it go viral. Watch till the end, and don't forget to drop a comment for us in the comment section if you have a contrary view to what we're saying here. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.